So glad you're with us at 6 a.m. on this Tuesday. I'm Eric Connors.
And I'm Vanessa Paz. Let's go ahead and toss it over to meteorologist Evan Arani with a look at your forecast as you head out the door. Some changes on the way that we've been talking about.
Big changes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we enjoyed a pretty mild, comfortable past weekend.
Sure.
Even yesterday morning, I was out at Cowles Mountain. It was sunny whole time through in the morning stretch. Then by the afternoon, those clouds started to roll in. They're setting the stage for wet weather that will arrive early tomorrow. There's no wet weather right now in the forecast today, but clouds will stay with us. We will have some breaks in the clouds that maybe give us a little opportunity for the sun to peek through at times. As we've already seen in the overnight stretch, those clouds have broken apart. But once the sun comes up in about 45 minutes, we'll be able to have a little bit more of that light on hand. You see plenty of showers around the region. Our county as a whole, not looking at anything right now, but some showers off the coast. We will start to see all that wet weather roll in early tomorrow morning. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll walk through what that looks like for us and our next opportunity for rain that could come just after Valentine's Day. Back to you.
Thank you, Evan. This morning, San Diego County is calling for a health inspection over at the Otay Mesa ICE Detention Center.
County Board Chair Tara Lawson-Remer directed staff to send a letter to the facility's warden. CBS 8's Jenny Day live near the border to explain what prompted all this here. Jenny?
So there are multiple claims that detainees are not getting access to fresh food, constantly getting sick, and being held in frigid conditions, sometimes even in small cages. So Representative Juan Vargas was actually set to make an unannounced visit just last week. He has done so many times before, but this time the warden of the detention center there in Otay Mesa did not let him in. So that's really what sparked this new push from county leaders to see what is going on in there. Tara Lawson-Remer says handwritten notes are being tossed over the fence at the facility that are filled with complaints about their human rights. So she is demanding that the county be able to assess the health and safety of the people inside the privately operated immigration detention center. The focus will be on food safety, conditions of confinement, sanitation practices, and access to medical care. A recent CBS News report said that at least 30 people died in ICE detention centers in 2025. The deadliest year for ICE detainees on record. Now, the warden who denied the congressman only cited ICE and federal government policies.
Something has changed because each and every other time that I've been here, they've allowed me in and they've allowed me to go each and every place that I've asked to go. So again, I'm extremely disappointed. I think it's a violation of the law, and we'll see them in court.
Yeah, they say the notes being thrown over the fence are a dangerous and extraordinary effort by these detainees to communicate what they say is happening while in custody. So there is no date yet set for this public health inspection. We are told that it, quote, said whenever it is practical, but the county says they will certainly make their findings public. So keep it here for developments. We're live this morning right near the border. Jenny Day, CBS 8.
Thank you for that, Jenny. This morning we are learning a federal judge blocked a California law that would have banned federal immigration agents from covering their faces.
CBS 8's Chris Groh live in the studio to explain the reason behind that ruling. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, guys. So a couple of rulings here with this judge, all related to laws passed here in the state of California. We'll start with the one that is going into effect here that will require, that will actually ban the requirement that federal agents not have a mask on. So that's the one that the judge went ahead and issued that ruling suspending that law. But federal agents will still be required to have clearly visible ID with their agency and badge number. That's because the judge upheld that measure. Now, we're working for you to break down the why and where we go from here on the mask front. Taking a look at this, and basically what the judge said is that she blocked the mask ban because it only applied to federal agents and not state law enforcement. In fact, she said, quote, the court finds that federal officers can perform their federal functions without wearing masks. So that begs the question, could we see new legislation drafted that closes that loophole and passed to satisfy the judge? The state senator that drafted the original mask ban, Scott Wiener, said he would do so immediately. This could have a national impact. Remember, California was the first state to enact a mask ban after the previous summer, where we saw high-profile immigration raids and operations. The Trump administration sued in November. Their main argument is that agents face harassment and could be doxxed. In the judge's decision to uphold the law requiring federal agents to clearly display info like agency and badge number, Newsom called the judge's decision a, quote, clear win for the rule of law. Vanessa?
Thank you, Chris. The woman accused of killing Cal Fire Captain Rebecca Marodi is expected in court this morning. A preliminary hearing is scheduled for Yolanda Marodi. The hearing will determine if she goes to trial. Now, she's accused of stabbing her wife at their home. You probably remember this story in February of last year. Yolanda allegedly fled to Mexico for a month before she was arrested and extradited to the United States. The two were married for more than 2 years. Court documents reveal Yolanda had previously served prison time for fatally stabbing her husband. She is now being held without bail. Today, a local judge expected to rule on Rady Children's Hospital's plans to shut down transgender medical care for minors. The hospital announced plans to shut down those services amid federal cuts pushed by the Trump administration. State Attorney General Rob Bonta is suing Rady Children's, saying those plans violate the terms of its merger with Children's Hospitals of Orange County.
A group pushing to bring red light cameras back to Encinitas just cleared a key hurdle, but not without pushback. Safe Streets Encinitas was formed after a series of deadly crashes, including one that killed 12-year-old Emery Chalekian last April. The group is proposing red light cameras be installed at Encinitas Boulevard and El Camino Real, as well as El Camino Real and Lucadia Boulevard. The issue was up for a vote before the city's Mobility and Transportation Safety Commission last night. Some speakers and commissioners pushed back and questioned the efficacy and cost effectiveness.
The hill goes up very steeply, up to Canterbury, I believe.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
After deliberation, the commission voted to move the proposal forward. It now heads to the Encinitas City Council, where members will take it up at a future meeting.
All right, time is 6:07 on your Tuesday. We are just trekking through February. I feel like it's already Valentine's Day this
moving along.
weekend.
Oh, it feels wild to be
Yeah.
talking about Valentine's Day,
Right.
February 14th, halfway through
Yep.
the month of February. And it's also odd to be talking about it in the sense of we had this miraculous amount of rain that came by over the course of the first 5 days of 2026. And then since then, we've had opportunities here and there, maybe some light rain, some moderate rain, but no real drenchers for us. Ones that we would prefer to have in the forecast to help keep things as green as they are right now. We again anticipate right now rain will come back to the forecast early tomorrow morning and then again next week primarily. Those are the two best opportunities as of now. Today is going to be a dry day, overcast skies in the forecast, 40 degrees right now in Ramona, 50 as you walk out the door in El Cajon, 50s mostly along the coast, although downtown San Diego right now is at 60 degrees. Our rain chances climb from today into tomorrow all the way up to 78%. Very good opportunity for widespread rain, especially in the morning stretch tomorrow. And then as we get toward tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, things dry out again. That trough of low pressure is still going to be exiting by Thursday and Friday, not giving us a 0% chance of rain, but it's going to be pretty low. Most of the moisture will have dried out from it as we get through the day tomorrow. So we enjoy a brief ridge of high pressure building mainly into Friday, Saturday, early Sunday, and then by Monday we are back to very good opportunities for rain in the forecast that look to hold on for next week. So that means that it may be a multi-day event that we're talking about going into next week. This is the current trough of low pressure that we're talking about. Scattered showers all the way across the state of California through tomorrow. This is Wednesday morning, tomorrow morning, and you can see that green popping up all around San Diego. As we get toward Thursday, temperatures stay cool. This exits as we make our way through Friday. Brief ridge of high pressure in its place, and then another trough of low pressure starts to slide in. Look at this as we go into Monday of next week. Pretty much all the West Coast enveloped in this rain and high mountain snow. As we look at the 5-day forecast, we'll keep cooling down by tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll start to warm up as that weak ridge of high pressure starts to build through your upcoming weekend. Perfect for Valentine's Day celebrations, whether you're planning that for Friday or Saturday itself. Things are going to be looking pretty good. 69 degrees by Friday, getting into the low 70s inland as we get towards Saturday into the weekend. Let's check in on traffic, see how your roads are right now. Drive times are not looking bad at all. 163 northbound from the 5 to the 8 is smooth. Same goes for the 8 westbound, slowing down just slightly on the Coronado Bridge from downtown into Coronado. a lot of people trying to get onto the island. About a 3-minute commute, still not too bad. Want to take you to one crash that we are seeing pop up here on the screen. Claremont Mesa Boulevard, there is an accident on the right-hand shoulder. Claremont Mesa Boulevard at Limerick Avenue, so this is right off the 805, pretty popular route as we get toward the mid-morning stretch. Also want to take you up to North County. We've got a stalled vehicle on the right-hand shoulder, right at the Camp Pendleton area on the 5 southbound. This is the Los Flores Viewpoint exit area. So you can expect some very minor delays right now. Doesn't seem like we have high volume as we make our way through now the early 6 o'clock hour. So we'll keep tabs on it, but it looks like CHP will be on scene pretty quickly to clear that.